Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video, right, in the Appium series. Okay, the last video we saw about the introduction of the Appium and the architecture. Okay, in this video, we're going to a very important video. It's going to be installation of Appium. Appium installation is very important, and it's going to be a little bit tedious work. Make sure the machine is very good because it might slow up your machine. So make sure you are having a good GB RAM and a good processor, and make sure the CPU is free from a lot of softwares. Okay, so these are all the very basic prerequisites you should have in the APM. Okay, now let's go, and I have a notepad here. Okay, so what are things needs to be set up, right? So I have a notepad for the installation. First, Java should be downloaded and installed. Okay, that's very important. More than 1.8 you can do anything. Okay, that should be there. And let's go to Google. Okay, let's go. All right, you should download Maven. That is very important. Maven download. Okay, that's the first thing you should do. And first click it, and you should go to zip. All right, bind zip. You should download it and keep it right in this, and you should set up this key, copy this path and put in the environmental variables. That is also very important. You should unzip it, and they should keep it in the environment. Shortly I will tell you how to where to add the environmental variables. Just please wait, make sure you are downloading it and unzipping it. That's the first point you should do. Okay, then you should also do the Java installation. Should download should be there, and installation should be there. Make sure you are doing that. Okay, Java, right, more than 17 or 18 or 1.8, whatever you want, you should download this. Okay, so make sure you are installing the Java. That's important. Okay, now let's again go to the notepad. Okay, we should have an Eclipse. The latest Eclipse should be there. That is also very important. Okay, now now we are going to come to the main one. That is, we should download the Android Studio. For that, we should go to Google and type Android Studio. Okay, Studio download. Okay, and this make sure you are clicking the developer.android.com download Android Studio. You should click it. Okay, you should download this, right? Download Android Studio. Okay, make sure you are downloading, and you need to install, follow the general setup procedure, right, steps, right? You should install, download it, I agree, and download it, and you install that one. Make sure you are following, giving next, and you are installing this one. Okay, so it's going to take some memory. Please make sure your right CPU is free from the memory. Okay, so it's a little bit, it will be heavy, so make sure it's right, CPU is in a good with the memory. Okay, now first you should download it and install it. I already have in machine. Let me open the Android Studio. So after installing, the app should be like this. I'll open the Android Studio. Okay, so if I open it, it will be like this. Okay, this is the general like the basic UI of the Android Studio. Okay, so this you should get it after installing it. Okay, now let's go to the next step. Okay, the next step is, right, there are two things. One is emulator and next one is simulator. Okay, emulator and simulator are the virtual devices of an Android. Okay, Android and the iPhone. Okay, so the apps, right, we can able to we can do two things: either connect with a real device, or with the help of emulator and simulator we can test on mobile apps. Okay, emulator is for Android and simulator is for iPhone. Okay, now after opening the Android Studio, we should create an emulator here. For that, under the device manager, you should click the plus icon, then you click create virtual device. Okay, if you see that there are a lot of iPhone, tablets, desktop, there are a lot of options is given to you. you can select which phone you want and which pixel you want, which resolution solution you want. Based on that, you can do. I selected phone here. Under phone, I'm just choosing anyone, like for example Pixel 7 Pro. I selected it, and what is the resolution and the density, I chose it. Then I click the next. Okay, so if I open it, it will ask, right, API 35. It's recommended what right release name for that particular right is asking. Then I click next. Okay, then it's asking for an AVD name. We can give our own AVD name also, or the default name also we can select it here. Okay, and what mode we want, portrait or a landscape mode, we can select here. We can choose an option here. I am just giving a default one and click finish here. Okay, see, if I selected here, a new device has been added. Let me play it. You can see an Android device, right, Pixel 7 has been opened here. Okay, this is how this is called as an emulator, since we are using an Android device. Okay, so this, in this device we are going to put an APK file, and we are going to have, okay, APK file and IPA file, right, Android APK, and right iOS, right, IPA file we need to use to do. Okay, now the Android device is opening. The basic screen is going to launch now. Hold on please, it's taking some time. Okay, now it's, let us go to further topic. Okay, now first emulator has been created. Now Node.js should be installed. Either you can download it from the website which is given below, or you can install from the command prompt also. Let me show you from the website. I'll just paste the site, then you can download. This is the first where link where we can download it. Okay, Node.js should be downloaded. Okay, for now we can do from the command prompt. I'll go type cmd in my right machine. Then I'll give there is a right some small command np node right js hyphen v. Okay, so 1 minute, node hyphen v. Okay, so node.js already I've installed here, so it's showing what version of node.js I've done. Okay, when I download it, that version, that is by default it should be in the machine. If I want to see what version I installed, right, I should go here, node hyphen v. Okay, then the version should be displayed here. Okay, this is one small thing we should do it. Then we should go, and in the command prompt we should install Appium after setting up the node.js. Okay, in the command prompt I should give, already I've installed right Appium, but I should click here npm. I should type in the command prompt npm hyphen 1 minute install hyphen g Appium. You should click it and click enter, so it automatically installs Appium in the machine. Because since I'm already done in my machine, I'm not doing this again. Make sure you are giving this line right in your command prompt. npm install hyphen g Appium. Okay, now after you install this one, click the enter button, it should install. Then we can check the what version of Appium I have in my machine. If I give Appium hyphen v, you should get the version of the Appium. My Appium version is 2.11.3. Okay, now I've installed Appium. Make sure you're giving that, installing that, and after that you check Appium hyphen v 2.11.3 should be displayed. What version you installed, it should display that. Okay, so these are the basic installation we should do. Right after that, there is one thing you should do. You should also install the UI Android to driver in your machine. Okay, that is also very important. We should go and install this Appium driver. Install, we should do it. Okay, so you should type in command prompt apm driver install ui automator 2. This is a driver for doing an automation, linking the automation with the apm. Okay, so this one of a driver you should install. Okay, I'll click in enter. If I click enter, this driver should be installed. Since I already done, I'm not doing that. You can go and check the what version here also. Here ui automator viewer, we automated to hyphen 1 minute hyphen version can give like this 1 minute 1 minute 1 minute. Let me go to command prompt, open again newly. I'll go apm driver list. I'll first type. I have an UA automated drivers already installed in my machine. Okay, you can see right list of drivers is displayed. I can see UI automator to right a driver is been installed here. Okay, make sure you are installing that particular driver. Then you should see the list here. Okay, now okay, now we should set this sdk path. After doing all the installation, you should set the sdk path in the environmental variables. Okay, so we should go to the environmental variables. For that, you should go and type in your search bar environmental variables. Okay, click open. You should edit it. Okay, I've already set all this path in my system variables. Under the system variables, I have set in the system variables. You should go to path, click and select it and click right. Okay, 1 minute. In the environmental variables, I should go right, go and select path. See, I can go and edit or add new here. Okay, so make sure you're adding all these paths. Okay, I already added all this path. Let me go to the notepad. You should first go right, in this path you'll have folder you'll have in your machine. Okay, users right, app data. You should go to the folder called as app data in your machine. Okay, you should go to the c drive, users right, my folder, that you should have your own folder. Then you should go to app data, then in local right, you will see all this android. Right, this path should be there. Go to sdk. You should have all these folders. You should add one by one. Okay, not all the folders. Let me show what are things you should add. Okay, I'll go to notepad. Okay, first you should add the folder bin. Next, platform tools. Next, tools. Next, program files. Node.js should be added. The downloaded Node.js should be added. Then the Android SDK should be added. Then the Android SDK under SDK folder build tools should be added. Make sure you're adding all the path in the environmental variables. Okay, next one is you should do in under, you should create in the environmental variables, create a new name, new variable, and you should give android home and the path there. Okay, you should give app data local android sdk. That folder you should copy it and you should paste it. Okay, I already added, I'm not adding it. Make sure you are doing this. Okay, next one is you should also add another variable node home. This node.js path you should add it. Okay, already added. Make sure you are adding this one. Okay, so these are all the basic setups you should do right before start writing your script in your right for the apm. Okay, make sure eclipse is ready, java is installed, maven is downloaded, Android Studio is done, emulator is been right created, virtual device is created, Node.js is download, okay, and then install the Appium in your machine. Then UI or Android 2 should be downloaded. Make sure you are setting all the paths in the environmental variable. Okay, so please set it up. We are going to put a lot of videos for Appium. Please follow this series of videos to get benefited. Thank you. We'll meet you soon in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.